Good evening. Alright. How are we all? I think so, yeah. Oh, up and down. It was like, I mean, overall, yeah, like overall not too bad considering the Group 4 car's all-wheel drive. So the front tyres were just gone by like lap 5. But race 3 should be interesting. There was a track limit penalty that I've appealed. So I ended up copping like a 2.5 second time penalty at a part of the track where like I was like barely over the line on the inside, like it was turn 4. So like I just nipped the inside line, copped 2.5 second penalty. But every race, everyone was going like 2-3 car lengths on the outside past the track limit. So I was like, nah, that's bull. So yeah, that's basically the I guess you could say the appeal that I've gone with, is that the track limit penalty there is inconsistent and like literally like I didn't gain anything, and even if I did, the guys running 2-3 car lengths wide on the exit were gaining more. So, but no, we just got to wait and see. So. Oh, you're joking. Yep. Oh, well then it worked. That's fine. Crazy, especially like race 1 for me. The pace fine moves was keeping. Like I don't think we ever dipped over a 2:04.5, so like it was just insane. And like the last couple of laps, I just had nothing, so I rolled out of it because I knew otherwise I'd probably end up binning it, because the front's just you try to turn in, especially turn 1. And they would just push, and it's ridiculous. Sorry? Yeah, one of them. So, I think we got like 6 or 7 guys. So, since like season 1 or something. So. Sorry, what was that? No, so like if on the Discord there's a channel for reports and appeals, then yeah, it takes you to a Google form, you fill out the form, and then you say whether it's a report or an appeal, and then yeah, we've all got a spreadsheet we've got access to where like all the information you put in that form, it fills out that spreadsheet, and then yeah, like obviously we go through the replays or whatever we've got to do for it, and then we all write our own little notes, and then we all put penalties if we think there's a penalty, we write a penalty. If not, then 0, and then it just takes the average. So. Oh, there's not really one as such, because you've more got the because we have to do it after the fact, so it's not live shooting. So it's really up to the hosts on the night to make sure that their lobby runs as smooth as possible. Yeah, we've had some people report the host before for things. So. Yeah, he gets. Sorry? Oh, that's a tough one. Like, because previous seasons we used to allow 1 restart, if it was like a glitch or something like that, because we all know GT Sport has that. But then sometimes you'd have people like not restart, or they just wouldn't ask for a restart, and then it really caused more problems than it sort of solved. So for this season it's been sort of like a blanket no restarts, like obviously unless the whole lobby shits itself, but for the most part, yeah, no restarts. But if, I know most of the hosts that do Div 1 anyway, they usually give like a couple of minute heads up. So I suppose it's sort of, yeah, if there's been warning to tick in because the race is going to start at a certain time, then yeah, if someone misses it, they miss it. But yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, I know. I think. Okay, because yeah, I know. Like most of the hosts, yeah, they normally they normally at least spam their name in the chat to try and get their attention. Like I know Intrinsic's usually pretty good, and Fine Moves as well. Like they give like a countdown, so they'll usually say like 2 or 3 minutes to go. Then when there's a minute, so yeah. And then usually if someone's not ticked in, they usually at least give them a couple of goes. And if they don't, then well, they miss out. But I think that's also down to the with the streams to try and keep everything sort of flowing. for the New Zealand boys. They're up pretty late if they got the second session. Real name? Ben. So, yeah. And as you can probably guess what the last name is. So. That's it. I don't think I even have. Like, I know he's part of the admin team, but yeah, like obviously, you know, chatted to him in Discord and stuff, but not by voice. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I know sometimes, especially when you get some of the names people have as their PSN, it's a bit hard. Down the wall. So did... Sorry? That's mine. Yeah. So, a few years old, that one, but... turned 30 this year. Did anyone else do a two-stopper by choice? Because I ended up doing one and it was shit. Yeah, well, I knew there wasn't going to be much in it, but like my second lap I got like balked and I was on the mediums and I thought, bugger it, I'll try the two-stop, get out clear air, but just the mediums didn't fall off as much as I was hoping. Yeah, well, I was hoping because on the softs I was able to Bloody hell! I was able to keep like about 1.5 seconds faster per lap. But the problem was I didn't expect the pit stop to be so long. Yeah. Well, the problem I had is like after I did the first one, I was like, oh shit, that was a longer pit stop than expected. But then I was sort of committed to it already, so there was no way I was going to be able to get like 11 laps out of a set of softs and the fuel. So. Have a good one. Yeah, it's always good. See ya. I think for qualifying, yeah, something like that. In the Lexus. Oh, yeah, Goat's always been able to pull out some fast laps, like. But I think he's spent, I think he's done probably more hours than he would like to admit. I remember he always said this track, like when it was in the calendar, he was always like, "Yeah, that's my track." Like, yeah, I find he's pretty quick at most of the tracks. It's just he gets a bit unlucky with some of the incidents, I think. Sort of just loses bits of time here and there. But like he's got good pace. It's just yeah, and then usually when someone goes for a pass on him, he gets hung out to dry and drops a few. Good go. Just a little bit. I'm just so glad that not having to do it this year in the Audi. softs, it is ridiculous with the the default setting. It's just got no grip in the back. But if it's on mediums or hards, the thing's actually brilliant. But the soft tyres, it just snap oversteers so much. And I had to do the enduro last season in that, and I think I found the wall more times coming down the hill than I actually made it through. I've gone from one car that used to have snap oversteer to a car that just likes to light up the rear tyres every time, so... Oh, that was close. Oh yeah. Usually, as soon as one person spins coming down the cutting, it's just yeah. Oh. Worst part is because some of those corners, the speeds are so slow relatively. When someone crashes, it doesn't really ghost them straight away, or it unghosts them at the weirdest time. Yeah, there was a couple of enduros. I haven't looked at the full calendar to see how many we got this year. This season. But I think last season it was like 3 sprint, 1 enduro, 3 sprint. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the super. Yeah, I think we're still doing the super enduro or something. The final round or something. I think last season we had Bathurst, and I think Lasarth was one of the other enduros. Can't remember. I hate that when you look at the calendar, you're like looking forward to a weekend and then you can't do it. Oh, that's right. That's why I keep doing it. Just realised I've still got ABS off. I was wondering why it kept going wide in the Forest Elbow. I'm like, it's not turning. It's because the front wheel kept locking up. That'd do it every time. I normally don't run it at all, but yeah, if I'm doing like for instance the gr4, that race just then I had it on weak, I just find it, yeah, like with it on default, the thing just doesn't pull up at all. GR3s, I normally run it with it turned off, and yeah, I was braking like I normally did, like I was just braking with the GR4, and I'm like, oh shit, why does it keep understeering? And I just looked, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, ABS is off. I might have to stop smashing the brake pedal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Play anything else or just this? It's done alright then. Okay. Definitely doing alright then. Oh. That time it locked up the right, and then I got the right unlocked and then it just locked the left. I'm like, oh, for God's sakes. What's my brake bias at? No, it probably doesn't help that the brake bias was at 5 to the front. No wonder it's locking the fronts. When I used to run this thing in FIA, I used to have it at like 4 to the rear, but that was with ABS still on a bit. Because it just, you know, if you were even just touching the brake, it just never wanted to turn. And it used to just chew the front tyres like there was no tomorrow, so... Lucky you get to have practice. I usually get tonight and then Thursday night, and that's about it. Always Thursday night. It's either this or on the PC with a set of Corsa, and I sort of have to make a choice of okay, which one do I practice more. Yeah, it's very different. I haven't played it on the PS4, but definitely on computer compared to GT Sport. Like it's completely different. Yeah, there's a lot more going on. Pretty much. Well, the problem I had as well is like so like the G29 in Assetto Corsa, yeah, it'd be fine, you know, like you'd never, like in a GT3, you'd never really have to turn the wheel more than sort of like 100 odd degrees for a tight corner. And then yeah, you'd go to play Gran Turismo, and just to get around turn 1 of Bathurst, you've got the thing like almost, you know, crossing your arms over completely. And like if I jumped onto Assetto Corsa and did like 5, 10 laps or whatever, and then jumped in the Gran Turismo, I'd go into the first corner, go to turn in, and just go straight, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on?